race was on.
Here we go, folks, the Open Street Luge World Downhill Skateboarding Championship.
Abdelmajid is dominating at the front
Into turn number 5, beautiful pass. Oh, huge crash there! David Frager. Corby Parks almost making contact.
Oh no! Hanegraaff is down!
Side by side.
Marco Menino from Italy grabs it on the line. Unbelievable racing. Let's go!
Welcome to the season opener of the 2025 World Downhill Skateboarding Championship and the thrilling start of the road to El Salvador. After last year's incredible success, the WDSC Tour is back and bigger than ever, featuring a record-breaking 5-race season across 4 continents. The breathtaking alpine village of Axamer Lizum in Austria was the first to host 3 adrenaline-fueled days of intense racing, fierce rivalries, and incredible speed.
So close to my hometown, it's amazing. Also just being able to skate this road to the limit, like I only came here twice. Yeah, it feels just amazing to have all the international riders here pushing themselves, and it's really pushing me too to like try and go faster.
80 fearless riders from more than 15 countries came prepared to battle each other and the challenging mountain course in their quest for the championship title at this stunning venue. Tucked away in the heart of the Tyrolean Alps, Axamer Lizum is celebrated for its stunning scenery and top-tier slopes. This iconic location provides not only a demanding course for riders, but also a breathtaking backdrop for spectators.
It's extremely tough. We're getting more and more riders. The competition is getting better and better every race. There's again growing level of riders, which is pushing us more and more now. So it's great to see getting to this point now.
The 3.3 kilometer course in Austria boasts several long straights perfect for building speed, along with 3 sharp hairpin turns, including a final twist just meters from the finish line. With an average gradient of 9.2% and sections peaking at a steep 21.8%, the Axamer Lizum track is set to be one of the fastest on the 2025 championship circuit.
This track is really great. Top technical section is pretty challenging. With each of the corners has a opposite corner into it, so you have to compromise your braking or your turn or your line, one or the other. It's not easy. It's so fast down in there, and that's where the race is going to be won and lost, is who has the guts to go into that last corner as fast.
The WDSC's ongoing dedication to pushing the sport forward has once again delivered, with GoPro joining as the official action camera partner for the 2025 season. Across all 5 events, WDSC will exclusively use GoPro technology to capture immersive POV and 360-degree footage, elevating the viewing experience for fans worldwide. In this program, we bring you all the action from the Open Street Luge, Women's Open Street Luge, and Women's Stand-Up categories of the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. Before the championship tour got underway, the qualifying series saw riders battle it out, with Jules Chaperon coming out on top to win the competition. "12 men and 4 women from 8 nations came to Axamer Lizum in hopes of their first win of the 2025 WDSC season. In the men's Open Street Luge category, all eyes were on Colby Parks of Canada as he prepared to defend his World Championship title.
We have so many more guys coming out. I think we have about 14, 15, 16 men's street luges here, and finally a field of women, so it's really good. It's getting better, and I'm really excited for this year, and hopefully I can do as well as I can and defend my championship.
His main challenger of the title would be Malaysia's Abdelmajid, who returns to the tour fully recovered from his back injury and ready to battle it out in Austria.
This Axamer Lizum track is the fastest track that I've ever raced in Europe, and I've raced in Europe for, since 2006. So it is a huge step up in terms of the difficulty and the challenge that it presents, because it's anybody's game out here. If you have the courage and the balls to late brake for the last hairpin. I think that's the key to winning the race.
Frenchman David Frege, along with German rider Martin Witzigmann, both also make their return to the circuit after a period of absence. Both riders are keen to get stuck in and get those all-important championship points.
I don't accept something, but I want to give my best, to go fast as is possible and to have a good result for sure.
Also in the mix were Andy Spate, Ian Martland and Josh Fieldwick, all representing the UK and ready to throw their hats in the ring. The luge competition started from the quarterfinals, and in the first heat, Abdel Madzan, Colby Parks and Andy Spate lined up ready to race. Madzan had a superb start and rockets to the lead, with Spate taking second and Parks close behind in third. But before the first turn, the world champion gathers his speed and overtakes the Briton to move into second position. For the rest of the race, Spate is hot on the heels of Parks, but the Canadian is flawless throughout and holds on to second position. Madzan wins the heat and Parks comes in second. In the second heat, Jules Chaperon is in red with Rainier Osterle in green, Lucas Mancini in blue and Arkadiusz Kowalski in yellow. From the start, Kowalski pushes off well and takes the early lead. But before the first turn, Chaperon applies pressure and manages to pass Kowalski to settle into the lead. And the Polish rider's bad luck continues as both Mancini and Osterle also overtake and settle into second and third consecutively. On the long straight before the hairpin, Osterle now has the speed to pass Mancini and moves into second. But Chaperon holds on to his lead until the end and progresses on to the semis along with Osterle. In the third heat, David Frege, Martin Witzigmann, Josh Fieldwick and Ian Martland line up for a chance to book their spot in the semi-final. Straight from the start, Frege and Witzigmann settle into first and second, with Martland and Fieldwick battling it out for third. Fieldwick manages to pass Martland on the second straight, but Frege and Witzigmann protect their positions and progress into the semis. The final quarterfinal had Ulrich Becker, George Cheeseman and Ross Baradoy push off to book the last two spots in the semis. Becker makes a poor start but gathers his speed well and overtakes both Baradoy and Cheeseman in an amazing move. Coming into the second turn, Cheeseman pushes hard and takes a wide line and loses control. He ends up in the bails. And with that, Becker and Baradoy cruise to the finish and progress into the semis. Besides the men's luge, there was also women's luge, and 4 fearless women were ready at the top of the hill in Axamer Lizum. Laureline Pastor of France, Maura Jakubiec of Canada, Kim Marie Hilger of Luxembourg, along with Julie Ertz of Germany, all prepared to battle it out for glory in Austria.
Laureline Pastor from France in the red, top qualifier. Julie Ertz from Germany, she is in green. Maura Jakubiec from Canada in blue, and Kim Marie Hilger from Luxembourg in the yellow bib. Julie Ertz on the left-hand side of the road, still pushing hard, and she's got a good line here, but it may be Pastor from France there that can get the inside here. But Julie Ertz over on the left-hand side of the road, you can see the road does sweep round, very gentle turns. It's Julie Ertz in top spot at the moment. We've seen her on at WDSC before. Riders are going from the shadows into the light and around the outside. That is a great pass from Pastor in red to take top spot in this women's luge final. Running in third at the moment, it is Jakubiec, the Canadian, and now we see Pastor starting to pull away. Well, Pastor from France is in a top spot. Julie Ertz still in second, keeping the pressure on. There is the opportunity to slipstream, get in that trap, and Ertz is not far behind here, working her way down towards the bottom of the course, and this is where it gets really interesting. The hairpins all coming at the bottom, and Ertz is certainly closing the gap. Is there a chance for a pass? Got to get the braking absolutely spot on, and Ertz is closing right up with Pastor, who's in the lead here. Ertz is going to have the inside line here. She's going for the pass. Oh, and just about squeezes through And Ertz still has top spot. What a battle. Oh, and Pastor with another pass, but Ertz is on the inside line, contact! Oh, and everyone's still on those luges. Ertz has the lead here. What a race. Julie Ertz taking it.
However, after deliberations, Julie Ertz was given a penalty and relegated to 4th position, which meant Laureline Pastor of France was declared the winner and took her place on top of the podium.
So we're getting ready now for semi-final number 1 in the Open Luge. Abdelmadzan in red, Jules Chaperon in green, Colby Parks in blue with a good push, and Reina Rostoli in yellow. Madzan with the best of the starts. Colby Parks settles into 2nd place. Top 2, of course, into the big final. The man in yellow, Reina Rostoli, looked good in the quarterfinals. Knocked out Mancini and Kowalski, finished 2nd behind Chaperon. Colby Parks has got Chaperon for company here. Last year's WDSC title winner. Knows the Frenchman is fast, and Colby Parks is just in a real battle here, the Canadian. Madzan still has it though. Parks in 2nd place. Madzan finds a little bit of speed, but this is the real battle out on the race course at the moment. Parks and Chaperon. Look at Chaperon moving out to the right hand side, trying to set for a different line as we approach this difficult hairpin. Madzan absolutely pinching the apex of that turn beautifully. But Parks and Chaperon all handling it well. The men in 1st and 2nd. Will Madzan and Parks go into the final? We're just looking to see that all-white suit of Abdelmadzan. There it is. He's got a bit of space, but there's a real battle for 2nd place. That is where the interest lies. Colby Parks battling with Chaperon. Parks on the inside, trying to hold the line. Chaperon runs it wide, not enough, but it's close across the line. Madzan takes it. Parks in 2nd. Jules Chaperon coming through in 3rd. And Reina Rostoli in 4th. Madzan and Parks progress to the big final. Semi-final number 2. Ulrich Becker qualified in 2nd place, finished 2nd in the standings last season. David Frege 4th in Erzincan, his only WDSC start last season. Witzigmann wearing blue, Baradoy in yellow. So here we go, 2nd of the semi-finals, and David Frege gets a strong start. Becker hasn't got the fastest start, but once he's up to speed, watch to see if Becker squeezes through this little gap just on his right-hand side, but I don't think he's got the speed yet, or has he? Can he make it into 2nd? Because the man in blue, Witzigmann, almost made life difficult for Becker. Witzigmann doing the sensible thing, slotting right in behind Becker. David Frege in the lead, and this is where Becker makes his move. Becker on the inside, trying to make that pass on Frege, but Frege still has the line into the next section. That could push Becker down to 3rd, but the next turn means Ulrich Becker has the lead. The top 3, all 4 of them very, very evenly matched. Now Becker starting to progress and build a little bit of an advantage here. Real battle for the places in the big final. Here's the attempt at the pass, but will it stick? I don't think it's going to stick here. David Frege still holding on it to 2nd place. Lost it to the German Witzigmann. It was a brave move from Witzigmann. Didn't quite come off. Ulrich Becker well cleared down the road. Frege in 2nd place. Witzigmann's not done yet though, is he? But Ulrich Becker into the chicane. Those wheels smoking. David Frege in 2nd place. Witzigmann just too far behind to try and make a pass. So Becker and Frege into the big final to go up against Madzan and Parks.
Eight women from 7 nations came to brave the daring track of Axamer Lizum. Home nation favorite Anna Pixner was joined by seasoned competitor Lisa Peters of the Netherlands, who recently recovered from a wrist injury.
Yeah, I think they will be in front and have an extremely tight battle, and I hope I can be as close as possible and maybe find an open spot in the corners to overtake. I hope.
All eyes were on World Skate Games champion Selina Tellier, who could make a serious title challenge this year. New to the WDSC Tour, Argentinian rider Sabina Ambrosi was keen to show off her talents in Austria.
I think it was a very smart move to actually reach out to women, ask them what they wanted from the WDSC, to happen. So we're having only 2 races count towards the Women's Championship, which is great. Focuses the efforts into maybe 1 or 2 races like, World Skate does. It is easier to get the girls all together, like combine efforts to make it to at least 1 or 2 races a year.
Other key riders like Yasmin Hanegraaff, Marijke Wunsche, and Ashley Weinkoff rounded off the talented group of female competitors. We now connect with our live commentator for the action.
The riders getting ready. Selina Tyler, world champion in 2024 from the World Skate Games in Rome. Ashley Weinkoff in green, Yasmin Hanegraaff in blue, Anna Pixner in the yellow bib. So here we go with the first of the women's semi-final. Strong start from the 2024 world champion, Selina Tyler, pulling ahead of the rest of the pack. Ashley Weinkoff sitting in second place at the moment. Hanegraaff up into third. Pixner running in fourth place. Pixner at the back of the pack, managing the speed through. Selina Tyler in that top position. Ashley Weinkoff in second. The battle will be maybe between second and third in this one. Selina Tyler, great technical riding as always from the Swiss superstar of this sport. Here is Yasmin Hanegraaff, a rider not afraid to take the risk to find the speed on the course, but a lot of work to do for Hanegraaff here. Weinkoff still chasing down Selina Tyler, who's so good at building the speed. Her tuck position, the aerodynamics, exceptional speed on these straights, no doubt about it. Selina Tyler, she just stays up right here, no problem. She knows she's got the advantage, and Tyler can come through, grabs that right hand rail of the board, and Tyler takes it. She's into the final. Second place, Ashley Weinkoff. We will wait for Hanegraaff and Anna Pixner. They'll come through in third. Lisa Peters there in red, and Ambrosi Bordeaux from Argentina in blue. We're waiting on Marijke Wunsche and Jennifer Schwarte, 2 German riders. So we get ready for semi-final number 2, and we get underway. Peters on the left-hand side of the road with that strong start. She qualified in second place behind Selina Tyler. Running in fourth right now, Schwarte from Germany. 3 riders up ahead though. Sabrina Ambrosi from Argentina wearing blue, watch out for her. She is in second place at the moment, putting Lisa Peters under a bit of pressure. Nice pass on this opening long straight sweeping section of turns. Top 3 all very much in touch, but it is the Argentinian rider Ambrosi who has the advantage. Beautiful slide from Ambrosi and from Peters. Peters made up a lot of speed there. That was strong riding from the rider from the Netherlands. She carries a little bit more speed into the turn. Bit of a speed wobble from the Argentinian, but into the next turn now. That's better from Ambrosi holding the spot, but Peters gets that good exit speed and she will take over in top spot. But here comes the German Wunsche riding in third place. Take the risk when she needs to, and Ambrosi's in trouble here because Wunsche has the slipstream, moves out to the right hand side. This is going to be a big battle for that second qualifying spot, assuming Peters stays in top spot, and Ambrosi handles that really nicely. Peters, Wunsche and Ambrosi in the lead. Peters in second place. Oh, big pendy there from Ambrosi. Peters, oh, Ambrosi's in trouble. Oh, Ambrosi's in trouble on the final turn. And after all the hard work, Ambrosi throws it away on the final turn. Heartbreak for her.
Now it's time for the women's final. Who will win big and get the championship points? For all the action, we join up with a live commentary.
So here we go. I'll run through the lineup again. Tyler in red, Peters in blue, Peters in green I should say, Winecroft in blue, Wünsche in yellow. This for the win here in Axamer Lizum. Round number 1. Peters and Tyler, the last 2 world champions in this sport. And Peters right on the tail of the Swiss athlete who leads the top qualifier for the race. Lisa Peters now coming out of that turn very, very quickly and putting real pressure on Selina Tyler, but super close racing, and Lisa Peters getting put under pressure as well. What a final we've got in store here, and Selina Tyler still with the advantage into this braking zone as a wasp comes to attack me through this tricky turn. Still it is Selina Tyler and Lisa Peters battling it out for top spot in this race. Who's going to grab a top spot? And the win here in Axamer Lizum is Lisa Peters, who has the lead, but Selina Tyler closing in the slipstream of the athlete from the Netherlands. These riders to come through the final turn in a moment or two. Will it be Selina Tyler or Lisa Peters? Peters had the advantage, but Tyler was closing in quickly. So it is Selina Tyler has the advantage into the final turn. Lisa Peters too far back to make a pass. She is going to finish in second place. Coming through for third, it looks like it's going to be Wünsche. It is Wünsche who takes third place, with Ashley Winecroft in fourth.
Feeling really good, yeah. I'm really happy it's over now because it was really intense. The track is really fast and the racing was super narrow and gnarly. So yeah, it was super nice and I'm really happy.
It's finally time for the main event. Who will win in Austria and open their account for the 2025 season?
So we're lined up, we're ready to go. Madzan in red, Becker in green, Frege in blue, Parks in yellow. Under the command of Will Stevenson, and we get underway. Madzan and Frege both getting away well. Becker isn't known for his starts, but once he gets up to speed, he will look for the gap. And he's very difficult to pass, but it's Madzan doing what he did in the early rounds of this race. Pulling away on the top section, Parks and Frege in a battle for second. So tight, we're running close to Ulrich Becker. He's looking for the gap, isn't he? Now he's got the speed. This is what Becker is so good at, but he needs the space. Can Frege shut the door a little bit? Becker almost off of the road, but holds on, and now Becker loses some of that speed advantage he'd found. So Madzan, Parks, Frege, what a battle for second place here. Parks trying to go on the inside and make second place all his own, but the road does switch back again. There's that style from Madzan lifting the board up. Frege on the inside pushes Parks down to third, but Parks exiting the turn quickly. Becker still in fourth place. Now Parks in the slipstream of Frege. Becker right in touch with Colby Parks. Again, Becker's so good at reading the race line, isn't he? And has to make some space into the hairpin. Does Becker go for it? No, he doesn't. So Madzan, Frege, Parks and Becker. Becker on the inside making the move and pushes Colby Parks down to fourth. Can Parks respond here? Becker's just got that extra kilometre an hour of speed, and that could push Colby Parks off of the podium at the end of today. Frege starting to make second place, but it's looking good for Abdel Madzan on his return to the WDSC after missing last season due to injury. Has Colby Parks got anything left in the tank here? He's got a bit of speed, but Becker difficult to get past. Can Becker close in on Frege? The battle for the final 2 spots on the podium. It looks like this is going the way of Abdel Madzan as the men get ready for the open stand-up final. We await who is going to come through the trees in top spot. The last time we saw anyone In the lead, it was Abdel Madzan. It's David Frege in second, Ulrich Becker in third, and Colby Parks is going to have to take some risks. Parks goes on the inside. This is a brave move from Colby Parks. He runs a little wide. Can Becker take the spot back? Yes, he can. It's going to be close on the line. Madzan takes it, Frege in second, and I think Ulrich Becker maybe just getting third place.
So there you have it. It's Abdel Madzan. He wins the first round in Austria with David Frege second, Ulrich Becker in third, and Colby Parks in fourth.
Very happy, very happy. At the beginning of the race, we was very close with Colby, and some fights, very fun pass. But finally, I'm second. I'm very happy, and to be close with Abdel is it's very incredible. So I want to continue now my progress.
It's been 9 months since my last race, so and a year since the crash in Turkey in Erzincan. And the riders here, are no pushover. Some of them have just gone into the sport a few years ago, but they really improved a lot. So I know that I have a lot of tough competition out here. European riders are very strong. So yeah, really happy to finish out on top.
And there are your winners in Austria. The first steps on the road to El Salvador have been taken. See you in Erzincan, Turkey for round 2 of the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. The race was on.
Here we go, folks, the Open Street Luge World Downhill Skateboarding Championship.
Abdel Madzan is dominating at the front of
turn number 5, beautiful pass. Oh, huge crash there, David Frege. Colby Parks almost making contact. Oh no, Hanegraaff is down. Side by side. Marco Menino from Italy grabs it on the line. Unbelievable racing.